Jean-Marc Bournigal, welcome to the 12th Forum for the Future of Agriculture here today in Brussels. You are representing the Wheat Producers Association, the AGP from France, and you've just been talking to the forum as one of the discussants on climate change and are we doing enough? So I guess that first question must be simply that. How are we protecting farmers and fighting global warming?
I think it's always, of course, a main debate. As part of the emission of greenhouse gas, the agricultural sector has something to do. Of course, and on the other side, it is a part of the solution because with the sequestration of carbon, it is also the capacity to sequester carbon and lower the emission itself. So we need to find a good balance. First of all, we have to go down better practices in order to enhance all the main ways of diminishing the production of gas, of CO2. So you have various modes to do so. Of course, one of them is try to work on the emission itself. For example, for the livestock farming, it's the emission of methane, and you can have some various means in order to reduce it. And for the field crops, you have to fight against nitrous oxide and CO2 production with fertilizers, and also you have many means to reduce the production of gas. On the other side, you also have to enhance the carbon pump itself. How can we sequester more carbon in the soil? So that means, and the best way to do it is to increase yields because it increases carbon in soil. So we have to produce more and better. That's the main challenge.
Now we often talk at the forum about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. We talk about the Paris Accord and how that's moved forward, and yet we're still seeing carbon emissions rising. So with all of those kind of innovations that you were talking about and the knowledge and the science that's being used, action just doesn't seem to be coming fast enough. Would you agree?
Of course, everybody has many ideas. We know that you have solutions, and the question is how, in this urgency, how can we have a big movement from the farmers in order to better the situation? That's always a big question. For me and for the farmers, we need two things. First of all, innovation. We rely on innovation in order to find solutions, and the kind of innovation is very simple. We need to work on genetic aspects because we need to have variety that are more resistant to climate issues, but also more sequestration of carbon, resistance to disease. We have to work on precision farming and digitalization of the farms. We need to work on robotics, and we need also to work on biocontrol. That means how can we reduce the use also of pesticide or the combination between the two. We need innovation, and with that we will be able to have better control of the impact of the farms. On the other side, we need more confidence with the society, citizens and consumers. How can we have them realize that the evolution of the mode of productions are going down their expectations? That's why we decided to move on environmental certification based on specifications which are a more systemic approach based on biodiversity, water issues, quantitative and quality issues, use of fertilizers, use of pesticides. And with these specifications, the farmers will be able to fulfill the requirements of the society. And with a certification and a label and traceability, we can push forward the information down to the consumer in order to meet the reassurance they need nowadays. Transparency, sincerity, traceability is now what the society needs.
These are big challenges. We always discuss this at the forum. You know, these are not insurmountable, but they are big challenges, right?
They are big challenges because, of course, we need to face climate change, either the mitigation side and adaptation side, but also we need to feed the population, which is growing. So the big challenge for farmers now is how can we produce more and better, and not less as part of the society want to push us, because it will not go down this way. So we need to find a consistency in policies, we need to find the confidence with the consumers, and we need to find, of course, a business model to allow farmers to have to have an income on their activities. That are the main challenges that we are facing nowadays.
Thank you very much, Jean-Marc, for speaking to us. Enjoy the rest of the forum today.
Okay, thanks a lot. It was a pleasure.